I want to tell you guys how this Monte Carlo literally just kicked my ass. What's up guys, welcome back to Fade to Black. I appreciate everyone and all you guys new subscribers and all you guys that are watching and asking questions. I'm gonna still keep trying to bring content to you guys to show you things that I think about and things that maybe you'll have to deal with as a window tinter, or if you have a car that you want to get tinted. I like to kind of show you guys what stuff looks like and some stuff that you will encounter. Now, sometimes people make you step your game up. I've been having to do a lot of older cars lately, and I really kind of dread doing older cars because I know that they're just not gonna come out as nice and as crisp, as clean as, like, let's say a brand new car, you know? That car has been on the road less, the older cars have been on the road longer. Sometimes you got people repairing them, doing fixes, and a lot of times you get a lot of dust and Bondo, or you might get welding marks on the glass, and that's just something you have to deal with as a tinter. And now, you're not gonna tell the person, oh, you gotta get new glass or gotta pull the glass out just to get it tinted, but it will make difficult situations for getting the windows tinted in a lot of those vehicles. Now, this is a 1987 Monte Carlo SS. I remember when I was younger, I used to see these riding around. I used to love these cars. I used to want one for myself. This customer got one, and the rear three windows of the car were previously tinted. So they did have the tint on there that was purple. Of course, they're riding around. They want to get that changed. I knew myself that it might be tough, it might be rough, it might be hard to get that glue and all that old tint off, which it really was. So this back window, I actually did it 3 times. The front windshield on this car, I actually did it twice. And the driver and passenger windows in this car, I did those twice as well. So this car literally kicked my rear end. It was tough. One of the things I think is cool with customers, you know, they didn't come yelling at me, they didn't come freaking downgrading me or blast me on social media. They said, hey Wayne, some of this stuff just doesn't look that good. I wanna see if you can fix it, see what you can do to make it better. And I'm like, you know what, Wayne, I gotta step my game up. I guess the question is, why did I leave it, let it go like that? But when it dried and some of the tint started to cure and it came back later, you really could see some of the stuff. It was really noticeable when they brought it back, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try again. Now, the first time I got the tint off the rear glass, it was on there like crazy. I steamed it, I tinted it, I tried to tint it again to remove the tint off. It pulled off some of it, but I ended up using a steamer and scraping the tint off with a plastic scraper. It came off in a bunch of little pieces. It took me like over an hour or so to get the tint off that glass. So I tinted it and I thought it would be good, but like I said, when they left and days later when the tint cured, you did kind of see some of the stuff in there. So I'm like, you know what, bring it back, I'll redo it. Now on the windshield, down in these channels, you'll get dirt and stuff that sits in there, and it's tough to really get in there and clean. I thought the first time I really cleaned it really well. I went in there, I scrubbed, I did a lot of stuff with paper towel and everything, and when I laid the tint in, I did see a little bit of contamination on the other side. I didn't think it was that bad, but like I said, after it dried, after a few days and it dried, it was really noticeable, so they brought it back. Now, this Monte Carlo got tinted, 50% front windshield, and 35% all in the rest of the car. It looks clean, it looks smoked out. I'm gonna pull it outside and get some shots of it so you guys can check it out. So that's the Monte Carlo in 35% with a 50% windshield. Like I said, I guess sometimes things just make you step your game up, make you try a little harder, make you test yourself. And thank you to the customers that don't throw a fit, that kind of understand. And you know, it's good for them to also, they make you push yourself as well. So if you like this content, give it a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, hit that bell so you not miss any notification, and I'll be back with another video when I get time. Until then, stay faded. Peace.